hands together, Mr. Shawn Carlow!
Hey guys, happy New Year. 2009 is over. I think most of us are glad it's over. There was lots of recession stuff happening, unemployment. There was national recession, local recession. And they actually did a poll recently, and it turns out that 80% of Californians believe that California is moving in the wrong direction right now. But hey, there's not really much you can do about continental drift. So, I'm going to tell you my big stand-up comedy revelation I had this year. This is true. I was listening to a woman do stand-up comedy. She's talked about her husband, who is Jewish. And she said every day for her is exactly like a Woody Allen film. And I was like stunned. I was like, I had this tremendous revelation because my wife is Japanese. And I realized that every day for me is exactly like a Kurosawa film. There's lots of costuming and loads of deception. In fact, I'm sort of deceiving her right now. She thinks I'm out cheating on her because I'm too ashamed to tell her I still do stand-up comedy. So, joke's on her there. There were a lot of big celebrity deaths in 2009, but the thing I remember the most is that Melvina Dean died. She was 97 years old. She was the last survivor of the Titanic disaster. And as I understand it, honoring her heritage, she was buried 90% below ground. Little iceberg humor, guys, to work it out. One thing I saw a lot of in 2009 this year, which was different from 2008, lots of smart cars. And I'm not sure they're so smart. They're so small. And they don't actually get better gas mileage than a lot of other cars out there. So I'm wondering why the smart car. But I did look up the features, and I thought this was nice. In the event of an accident, it conveniently transforms into a coffin. It's kind of nice. Coffins are so expensive these days. So, and guys, if you look a little deeper, you'll see the connections in 2009. Like for instance, Aha, the band Aha broke up after 25 plus years as a band. That's amazing. Shortly after that, maybe you didn't notice this, I did, Paula Abdul did not re-sign with American Idol. So perhaps, do you think we're looking to a 2010 Paula Abdul fronted Aha next year? Maybe. I think there might be a connection there. Also, I'd never heard the name really Taylor before as a first name. And now suddenly there's two megastars in 2009 named Taylor, and they're going out. That's weird, like Taylor Swift, the country music star, and Taylor Lautner, the werewolf, from the Twilight series. This is actually a true story. This part's true. There was an up-and-coming, rising star from Canada. He was a 19-year-old singer-songwriter named Taylor Mitchell that was like a total up-and-comer this year. True story, he was hiking in Canada, and he was killed by coyotes on a hiking trail. And maybe you know this, coyote is the distant cousin of the werewolf. So there might be a connection. The Taylors, they want to be the two Taylors that you know, is basically what I'm saying there. Also, I did a little digging. On iTunes, K-Fed's back catalog, his songs were downloaded 666 times this year. As most of you know, 666 is also the number of the beast. I think there's definitely a connection there. So I thought I'd just hit you with that. Hey, I had some good movie experiences this year. I thought Avatar was pretty good. Up in the Air was pretty good. Also bad ones. Has anyone seen The Final Destination? It was like the third or fourth one in the series. It was pretty awful. I hated the film so much that while I was watching it, I decided to just walk out early, just leave the theater. As I was leaving the theater blew up behind me, and everyone inside died. So I don't know if I should be worried. I'm definitely taking precautions. I no longer keep the waffle iron plugged in next to the shower. I don't keep razors in the bathtub anymore. And I no longer have that staircase made out of roller skate wheels. So, I think I'm doing the right thing there. So that's cool. There was, I think the big product launch of the year for me, what I saw was Microsoft 7 computer program. Now, as I understand it, I don't know if you knew this, Microsoft 7, the product launch itself, took place in the Deep South, where there are also a lot of bugs. So, I don't know if you heard that. Hey, one of the big comebacks of the year, 2009, was Whitney Houston's year, right? That's pretty awesome. 7 years she's been gone. Man, I thought it's encouraging because I think it's definitely better than what she's been doing for the last 7 years. Singing The Greatest Love of All to a giant pile of cocaine. It's way better than that. Hey, Parminder Nagra had a baby. Are you guys excited? As excited as I am? Maybe if I tell you who Parminder Nagra is, you will be. She's that Indian woman who was in ER for a couple seasons, and she kind of made a name for herself in Bend It Like Beckham. Now there's a rumor that when the baby came out after the birth, she skillfully kicked the placenta into a distant basket. So, I don't know if you heard that there. That's what she does, guys. I'll just tell you a couple of real quick things before I go. Little stories that kind of stuck out with me in my mind. The most amazing stuff for me. In Israel, some researchers in Israel decided, they figured out that if you use low-level shock waves, it's a cure for erectile dysfunction. So if you're keeping track at home, it's erectile dysfunction cures 12, cancer cures 0. So, the truth. Finally, I'm out of the light, but look, I'm serving a purpose. I'll tell you this last little bit. This is my favorite story of the year, of 2009. There was a 77-year-old man in Michigan who fought off a would-be attacker with a 2-liter of Pepsi. But hey, every generation refreshes the next, right? All right, thanks a lot, you guys. Have a good 2010. Don't ever change.